Iranian authorities blocked nearly all internet access in the country last month in an attempt to clamp down on nationwide anti-government protests. The protest started over the death of 22-year-old woman Mahsa Amini at the hands of the country's so-called morality police. During a State Department briefing on Thursday, Ambassador at Large for Cyberspace and Digital Policy Nate Fick was asked directly what he could do to help get Iranians internet access. Fick said that he hopes, quote, that there's going to be a lot that we can do from an advocacy standpoint globally to advance our belief that internet access to reliable, secure information, is something that every human being on Earth should have.
Thank you, Ambassador, and congrats. What role can your bureau play in getting internet access to the Iranian people? Or is there anything that your bureau can do with private companies or anything to get internet access to the Iranians?
I think I hope that there's going to be a lot that we can do from an advocacy standpoint globally to advance our belief that the internet is internet access to reliable, secure information is something that every human being on Earth should have. It's one of the principles that Doreen is fighting for, as will fight for as Secretary General of the ITU. I think there are a lot of ways that we can operationalize that. And under my leadership, I hope the Bureau will be a strong advocate for it.
Saeed and then Nate. Very quickly, congratulations. How does deterrence work? I mean, we know how nuclear deterrence works. Like this country has so many weapons,
Sure.
has so many weapons and so on. But in this case, what do you show them? Like you shut off some of your adversaries' facilities and so on to show your capability in terms of deterrence?
I think that there's the old adage that history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. I think that everything that we learned about nuclear deterrence over the course of the Cold War doesn't translate perfectly into this domain, but it does rhyme. Some of the principles remain the same. There are unique challenges around attribution. For instance, we don't have an array of satellites that are tracking missile launch plumes and able to ascertain in real time where they came from, right? That's not how this domain works. When you're talking about a cyber attack that's bouncing through, launched by one country and bounces through servers in 6 other countries before it hits its target, it becomes a more challenging problem. But again, I think that some of the principles that have served us well in history will continue to serve us well. Principles like proportionality, principles like non-combatant immunity, principles like stating that it may not be only cyber retribution, right? That deterrence, real deterrence, requires marshaling every ounce of our national power, informational power, economic power, diplomatic power.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you.